Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to another Total War Attila quick battle replay where I will be taking on the Prince of Prussia apparently. The quick sum up will be coming up on the screen now. So he has got the Ostrogoths and I've got the Huns. Now he seems to outnumber me in every way. I'm just hoping I've got better stuff than him. We shall see though. So infantry, I have 720, melee infantry to his 840. He also outranges me with 480 range infantry to me 360, but I do have a slight advantage in cavalry with 480 to 420. So I have a total of 1,560 men compared to his 1,740. So the Huns, let's have a look then. So I've got 4 units of very heavy infantry along the front. I've then got 3 units of light bow infantry there. Each flank has got 1 unit of heavy spear infantry to stop his cavalry. I also have 3 units here of medium bow cavalry. And then here I've got a bit of a mixed. 2 units of heavy shock cavalry, 2 units of medium melee cavalry, and 1 medium bow cavalry, which is my warlord. So, plan here, I deployed quite far to the right because I wanted to try and claim this high ground and use it to my advantage. So these guys are going to come around. These guys are going to secure themselves and these can be a nuisance. But what has the young prince himself brought? Well, a very nice army I have to say. He's got 5 medium infantry at the front there. He's then got 4 units of light bow infantry, light archers. He's then got 2 units of light melee infantry. And then this is what scares me the most. He has 6 units of heavy melee cavalry. And I believe that's another heavy melee cavalry of his general there. So a very sound army, very, very good. So the plan for me was to come around, secure on his high ground, and try use these to bother him and use them, and these to do hit and run until the infantry's in a position to hit. So let's get the battle started. Can fast forward it a bit. Well, actually, we can go for the tactical map, so you can kind of see how he's gonna move his forces here. My cavalry's coming in here, and the cavalry's gonna come there, and he's gonna move in there. So that gives you an idea of what's happening. That is the wrong button. That is the right button. So I was being very hesitant because I knew he had a lot of archers, and that is some very heavy cavalry. So I'm now moving my archers in. He responds by moving his archers in and using his cavalry as a shield. Very clever, very good. So I'm now bringing all my cavalry to bear here, and he's bringing his cavalry, including his general, on the far left flank, his right flank. His archers are now firing fire arrows. I should be now firing back while moving, trying to present myself as a difficult target. Nice. My army is slowly moving up to try and hit him in the flank, and my cavalry is now moving in. At this point, he realises what's happening and is swinging his whole army around quite viciously, actually, to try and cope what we got here. The cavalry is now going in for a charge. That's going to get very messy very quickly. That's a lot of cavalry. The thing is, that's most of my cavalry committed against only half of his. His archers are coming in. I'm now trying to tell these guys as usual to attack, and they won't. Which is something. If I tell them, oh, to click attack, I should be able to charge them like these guys do. Straight in, cut them down. Now my infantry, I was trying to get to deploy there, as you can see, but it was, oh, my mouse faffs around sometimes. He's got his generals now come around here. His 3 units of heavy cavalry coming in. These guys have now finally charged, but I've got to be careful of that medium infantry. I'm trying to pull my cavalry out of the fight and try and get charged. They're going to try and charge into this unit. These guys are charging my spear for some reason, but it's not good. But what's the problem here is, of course, these cavalry has moved and is now getting in the flank. The archer ones, the ranged cavalry, is now pulling back. They've got 1 unit to break, and they've badly hurt another. You see now it's turned into a bit of a mess. Front lines all mixed up. These guys are now charging. That's my general as well, trying to charge in and destroy that cavalry unit as quickly as we can. We're trying to deal with these little bits here. If we can break this, then these guys at the back would take too long. My archers are just firing in from the flank. My archers here are firing in as well. I'm getting my cavalry to realign here for another charge. The spearmen are moving around the flank while my heavy infantry are doing a massive slugfest in the middle there. No good place to be a horseman, I don't think. Archers are coming in here. As you can see, we've broken their cavalry. The swordsmen are trying to get involved. So we pull back our general, because obviously we don't want to get hurt. But already our general has fallen.
Our general has died at enemy hands.
That's not good. So that's not going to help these. The spearmen are now moving into position to flank, and so are the cavalry. I was trying to hope to either get the archers or get behind this group and try and break their leadership. But at the same time, my ranged cavalry are trying to get some shots into the general. They're now realising the general's there is going to make a charge to try and avenge our general fallen. Now this side is not going well because of the massive blocks of infantry. He still has more cavalry to throw into this fight. The archers, I was trying to tactically look at all the blocks. Like, he's got his back to me here, so I'm trying to fight here. We've got a very mobile force going here. A lot of heavy cavalry against the general and their heavy cavalry, and we are destroying these archers here, but it feels like very little. And their general has fallen as well. So both generals have died, but there is very little left. I have 740 men to 860, and his heavy cavalry are now trying to mop up my. As you can see, this whole flank's now been mopped up, so they're now trying to clear the archers. Only one unit of archers are left there, and his cavalry here have charged into the rear of my spearmen. And you can see this is quite a close game. Well, it's going more in his favour more and more, but I think it was quite interesting all the way through. Like, these archers are trying to get some point blank shots. Though it turns out they were aiming at the cavalry, not the guys charging them, which probably wasn't the best idea, however. Unfortunately, the unit in the centre, as you can see, they've just been wiped out and broken completely. So the cavalry are trying to make what they can count. The archers have now broken, so it is now just my 2 units of cavalry of 68 men against their 700. So I thought, let's just try and make it hurt as much as possible. But unfortunately, you can see it goes, and the Prince of Prussia has won the battle. Amazing game, really enjoyed that. I think I could have done better micro of my cavalry and hit in better places, but it did make him cost him, so I think it was worth it. So let's have a look. Losses 1,116 to 826. He's still got 900 men remaining, so he can still do quite a lot of damage of that what's left. So let's have a look. So the general got 91. These guys didn't really do very well, for between 20 to 30 kills each. The cavalry, the devil cavalry, didn't do very good. 19, 29. They did really good. 72, 67. And then the range ones, where you got 26, but 124 and 128. Those were probably the 2 last units I had, and they were hitting those archers again and again and again, trying to take them out. So his general got 57. His infantry did a lot better. I mean, one of them, 116 kills, 87, 78. His warriors, those were the light warriors, surprisingly good, 96 and 114. He must have picked their targets well. The archers done alright, but they were a good distraction and kept me busy. Now his cavalry, bit of a mixed bag, 14, 24, 32. Not great. Then you got 98, 138, oh, and 59 there. So really good battle there. So thank you very much, Prince of Prussia. I really enjoyed that game, and I hope you guys did as well. If you did, hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, because I do at least one Attila or historical battle every week, as well as a Total War Warhammer battle report each week. And I also have a new Chaos campaign that's going really well, so it might be worth looking at that. So anyway, thank you all for joining me. It's been a great pleasure to host this game, and I hope to see you next time for another Total War historical battle. Till then, take care.